Hey guys, Curtis here, Tailgater's Tip of the Day 65. Once again, I'd like to thank Omar from Unity Audio for the wireless mic. This is a great help for when I'm actually shooting and being able to help you guys to hear me a little better. So thanks a lot, Omar. This tip, I was actually reminded of this. I was taught this a long time ago and it helped me a ton. And I was reminded of this from a video I was watching from Terminator Tips, Niels Feijen. Highly recommend it. Niels Feijen has a lot of great stuff. So if you go to Terminator Tips, I would highly recommend his stuff. He's a great pro and he's got a lot of fun, innovative stuff. But I was reminded of this. I just wanted to expand a little bit on what he was teaching people. His little tip called the magic tape trick. This is to help you find center ball for instant feedback, but also for stun run through shots. What he did, you can see here, is you take your tip and you take some masking tape, put it on. So you just take something like this, he would just take it off, just like this, put it over till this is completely covered. Okay? You say, well, why would you do that? Well, I'm going to walk you through a rack of balls and I'm going to show you something. So what I like to do is you start like second diamond here and then second diamond here. So it's basically from here. You could also do it if you wanted to from this diamond to this diamond. It's the same distance. You could put the object ball here and the white ball here. You could move it around from different shots. But the distance is this diamond to this diamond. And what this is if you hit this dead center, no right, no left, you can't hit low, but you can hit dead center or top. But when you're looking for dead center or top and it works, you say, well, why would you do that? Well, because if my alignment is correct and I step into this with dead center, see that? It won't matter that I don't have chalk. I step into this. So why would this be really important? Because this distance it allows you to do around a stop to stun run through with a nice smooth follow through. But what I love about this, it's really teaching that one roll forward, but more importantly, if I miss this shot, I know it's my alignment. If I don't miscue, the second that I put some right spin, it'll miscue. You'll hear it, you'll know it, instant feedback. But if I don't miscue and I miss this shot, it has to be my alignment. Because if I'm aligned correctly and I follow through and I don't miscue, it means I've got no right or left. I couldn't have veered off. So this is the ultimate in instant feedback. So what I'm doing is I keep punching this out. Do a rack of this. You'll be amazed. It's actually really interesting how you can get your alignment down pat, focus on the contact point, and follow through. Now, here's what I love about this, and I'm not sure if they talked about it enough, is my most important part about this is, yes, it's instant feedback, but this is going to force you to focus on the contact point of the cue ball. And I really think that's a small detail that a lot of the pros do that the amateurs do not. The top pros hit exactly. They spend the time really focusing on hitting exactly where they intend to on the cue ball. I know myself when I can start to get real lazy on that. When I'm really dialed in, when I'm really playing well, I get my alignment, and then really I already know I'm going to make this if I hit the right part of the cue ball. It's only if I get lazy on it. And then, of course, that will help you, even when you put right, left, all that, of actually hitting where you want. Your positional play will go up. So you do a rack like this, and you're trying to do like a stun shot, stop or stun. So you notice how the chalk is irrelevant because my alignment, and I'm actually hitting exactly. So there, see how I cheated it a bit? It means I got lazy because I'm going quick, on my alignment. It means I was lined over here because I didn't hit the cue ball wrong, otherwise I would have miscued. So what I have to do is make sure I find the line, get my alignment correct, and now if I hit the dead center, I'm not going to miss, all right? So this is great feedback. Now what you do is you do a rack like that. If you go back one more diamond, so like from this diamond to this diamond, we were going from here to here. Now you're going to go back a diamond. This is a great exercise for stun run throughs. So when you get this type of distance, right? It's going to be, you can't hit low. So you can't even get that low stun shot or stop shot. So really, usually about this distance, it makes it, and it starts to pick up some top. So why is this such a handy shot? First of all, it creates your alignment. So right there, I missed it to here. That means my alignment was off because I did not miscue. So there's no reason for me to ever miss this shot if I don't miscue, if my alignment is on. So now I have to really focus in. And see that stun run through from this distance. And why is that a powerful shot? Because a lot of times, let's say you needed to get down to here for your next ball. You don't want to stop it. You need to get a little bit further. You could slow roll this. But that's very difficult at times to slow roll it at this distance. So learning this stun run through, you'll watch the shots. See how I'm coming through a bit? I watched Shane Van Boening play, and I was talking with Jason Monroe, a top player here in the city, about that, and he mentioned this to me, and he's 100% right. We were watching him in Vegas. He never rolls anything, particularly in a bar table. The guy must have played for hours. He has so much confidence in where he's hitting on the cue ball that he knows exactly how to not baby balls, let's call it, and he just comes through, right? So if he needed to drift above this line, he wouldn't slow roll it. You could slow roll balls, but again, think about this. If you're in a tricky situation in a game to where, do you want to have to roll this in? It's hard to let your stroke out. So what he does is he has so much confidence in exactly where he's hitting on the cue ball. See how he can go there? Now, me, I'd have to refine it a bit. I'm hitting into here, but I'm going across this line. So if I needed to get something down here, I didn't have to slow roll it with touch. It can be done, but it's way more difficult. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention, this drill, because you do this. I'm already starting to feel myself really get a nice alignment and follow through. But you notice how I'm obviously rushing it a bit just to show you guys the exercise, but to get through the video, but I haven't yet miscued, which means that I'm hitting dead center of this cue ball every time. So no chalk, right? So you just keep doing this. You do the second. If I hit one poor one, I'll put a little right spin by accident here. Done. You'll know right away. So that's something I really want you guys to be aware of, is find that dead center. This is one of the most powerful ways I know to do it. it'll also give you, there's just so many built-in important things here. So if you have the confidence that your alignment is good and you know you're hitting dead center and you're forced to really find that contact point, the game becomes a lot easier and you can have that consistent stroke, which a lot of the pros do. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks again, Terminator Tips. Go check Neil's out. He does a great job, and there's all kinds of amazing information there. He's one of the top pros, and he's been there, done that, so I'd highly recommend his YouTube channel. And thanks a lot, guys, and I'll be back with Tip of the Day 66.